This guy goes and eats fried chicken for 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And while he's doing this, he's walking around, or he's going around the UK and America, kind of doing some deep diving into the fast food chicken industry. And there's some disturbing stuff.
Yes. I was super surprised how Tyson Industries handles their shit.
How they negate their labor laws is what you mean?
Yeah. Okay, like, tell me that's not f***ing whacked out.
That's wild, dude.
Because I don't want someone there slinging f***ing chicken pee in their pants. Like,
because you hope none of that's getting on your chicken.
You hope.
You hope.
Why can't good f***ing food just be available for everybody? Like, why does it have to be a segregation?
Because that would make us money.
These people and these businesses will still make money. Hey guys, welcome to Girl Did You Hear?
The ultimate bestie hangout. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Kristen. Today is episode 93.
All day.
Almost there. I'm going to be so excited when we get to 100. Do you know that?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. And I know I've prepared myself for the surprise.
Just in case.
Well, yeah, just in case. Absolutely. Just in case. Like, guys, come on. When that happens. So I will be ready.
We have an interesting one for you today. We watched Big Chicken on Netflix. This is not necessarily a true crime.
It is crime, though. Are you kidding me? Like,
it's not.
This is true crime, folks.
It's true crime. It's chicken true crime.
Well, I mean, because it just talks a lot about where chicken comes from and kind of the whole process behind it. And not just that, the wave of fried chicken things. Like, everybody's got a fried chicken sandwich. Everybody's got chicken tenders. Everybody's
like
got
trend.
Chicken nuggets. That's the word I was looking for. So this British comedian goes and says that he's going to take a 28-day all fast food chicken diet. So this kind of reminds me of that movie back, I can't remember how long ago it was, but the Super Size Me guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That kind of reminds me of this.
Yeah, I never saw that, but yeah, I remember.
I didn't either. I just remember how much criticism he fell under. So this guy goes and eats fried chicken for 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And while he's doing this, he's walking around, or he's going around the UK and America, kind of doing some deep diving into the fast food chicken industry. And there's some disturbing stuff.
Yes. A couple of things that stuck out to me was, first of all, he was kind of like, where did like fried chicken even become like
a thing?
Right? You know? And it goes way back to like the plantation days.
Yeah.
When that era was a time frame, and the African Americans, like they made fried chicken, and it was something that they would do like as like a community thing and like a family thing. It was kind of like a treat for them. You know, it was like we're going to have a family barbecue or celebration. We're going to make fried chicken. It was just like a community thing. Like, it was a positive thing that they just like did, you know? And white Americans made like a mockery of it, essentially. And then shortly after that, Colonel Sanders came into play, and Kentucky Fried Chicken was a thing. And he like continued, like, basically like white Americans made that whole stereotype with fried chicken in African Americans, which is crazy to me. But also diving into like the KFC side of it, like, that was wild to me, because KFC is a huge global company. Like, they franchise in 149 countries.
Man, they're slinging chicken all over the place.
That is insane.
Yeah,
they bring in 27 billion. This was in British terms, 27 billion pounds in sales per year in chicken. I don't know I didn't look up the conversion of that, but
right. No, I get you.
That's a lot of chicken.
That's a lot of chicken, dude.
You know what I mean? But also, as you were saying, like, he started diving into like how the chickens are processed, how they're taken care of, where is the chicken coming from? Because this is a lot of chicken people are processing throughout the year. And it's not just KFC. Like, think about that
think
number.
About all the chicken places. Think about everybody that's got a chicken sandwich even.
Yes.
Like, like everywhere. That's everyone.
Thousands, and not even like including like just the chain restaurants, like even the mom and pop shops. Like he was in Chicago, I think it was, and he like maybe it was maybe I don't remember where he was at. He was in some city and he was driving like on like the outskirts, and like it became not the chain restaurants, and it was like the mom and pop fried chickens, and it was just like initials, like DFC.
Oh yeah, this was in London. There was like 20 chicken joints on one strip of like city
main
commerce.
Part of London. Yeah,
it was like holy cow. It's like KFC, PFC, TKFC.
Yeah,
like FC
whatever
obviously
FC
stands for fried chicken, but whatever initial they slapped in front of it,
it didn't. Yeah, and they were all different.
Yeah.
Or they claim to be different. You know what I mean? Like, which is
like, how could you be? Yeah.
So like a chicken, which I learned, which I kind of knew before, is like a very bland meat, actually.
Right.
And the only reason, like, you can season it however you want it.
So you're really not tasting. Yeah, I wrote that down. I thought that was interesting too. It's like chicken has no taste.
Yeah.
What you're actually tasting is what the chef decides to season it with.
Exactly.
So
if you were to eat chicken with zero seasoning, it would taste like nothing.
Well, it tastes like chicken.
Well,
and isn't that
what
the
they
joke?
Say is chicken? You know what I mean? But like flavorfully, if that's even a word. If you took meat, like red meat, a steak, and ate it with no seasoning, you would still have flavor in that red meat. I feel like, have you ever shredded chicken with no seasoning and tasted it before?
Yeah, it tastes like I'm licking this wall over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There ain't shit in there.
It's gross.
But like with red meat, you can taste like flavor in there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. But yes, so they season the chicken to taste however they want you to think that it should taste for whatever their recipe is,
Right. But like you also have to consider that there's a bunch of like in the freezer section, there's a bunch of like fried chicken products. So like I want to know what the difference is of like chicken breast seasoning fryer versus industrial chicken processing, additives, flavoring, coating, fry sauce.
Oh gosh, that's a lot.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because sometimes we buy these products or intake these products that have all of like the love of buying a chicken breast, preparing it, letting it soak in buttermilk first, and then like doing the whole egg flour dredge, and then taking the time to fry it and make it, right?
Yeah.
Versus buying like chicken patties.
Right.
From the freezer.
Right.
Because like because I know I can identify that piece of chicken breast that I just fried.
Right.
At my house versus
the frozen chicken patty you just pulled out of the freezer.
The industrial chicken patty that I just consumed. Like, is it chicken even?
To me,
or is it just like the worst bits of chicken?
I think it's like the scrap pieces of chicken. And it's just like they like ground it down into like a puree, essentially. And then when it's compact into chicken form with some nice little breading around it.
Yeah.
Poof, you have a chicken nugget. Yeah. Like they mentioned something about McDonald's, and like that's kind of how they make their chicken nuggets, which I be getting down on their nuggets, but like I always question it. You know what I mean? Like I always have that question.
You take like a bite and then you look inside and you're like, this isn't.
Well, and sometimes there's like a weird piece of something, and I'm like, what is that? I'm gonna take that piece out.
No, thank
you. I'm like, I'll just leave that nugget over there. Actually, I'll go to the next one. Also, I was super surprised how Tyson Industries handles their shit.
How they negate their labor laws is what you mean?
Yeah. Okay, like tell me that's not fucking whacked out.
That's wild, dude. So there's a part in here where they're like an employee gets injured and Tyson says, well, our employees are supplied by a third party. So that's not our problem. That's the employee supplier problem.
Right.
Those aren't our employees. That's ABC companies.
Yeah,
employees.
They do everything through a third party or in-house. So like all of Tyson's like their farms, their packaging, their everything that comes from Tyson and is needed to create a Tyson chicken product is done in-house with Tyson. all of their shit.
Yeah, they don't
And the employees are all third party.
Yeah. Which is wild.
Tell me that's not fucking weird.
There's there's accusations of kids, teenagers working in there.
There were also reports of employees not getting bathroom breaks.
Oh,
and having to wear adult diapers during their shifts because otherwise they would be urinating if, in their pants or whatever. Like, okay, I'm sorry. How is the fucking farm or the packaging plant or whatever so busy that you can't give workers a bathroom break for 15 minutes? You know what I mean? To go sit down for a second, because I don't want someone there slinging fucking chicken pee in their pants.
Because you hope none of that's getting on your chicken.
You hope.
I took it I had that same view, but I took it this way. So I think of chicken as like a $3 or $4 product, right? But who eats that loss? Is it the farmers? Is it the laborers? Is that where that money's going? Is it like who pays for that?
Right.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I don't know. They didn't touch on that in the show, but
so think of it this way. If we paid everybody and did everything responsibly, the animals were raised right. The employees were paid correctly. And everything in the line went down as ethically as we possibly could for the amount of products we could produce.
Right.
Chicken products would no longer be $3 to $5.
No.
I don't think I'd be able to afford it if it was as ethically sourced as it's not right now.
Which is sad.
Isn't it?
It's super sad. And there are not a lot of farms in the US on a big commercial basis.
Dude,
there's 99.9% of the commercial farms in the US are huge commercial farms responsible for all of our chicken production.
Isn't that wild?
Which is crazy. That's wild to me.
And then all of them are owned by not 3 companies.
Yeah.
There's not that much
and
diversity.
These, there's a lot of them, that, claim to be free range this and free range that. But a lot of them are not.
Free range is very loosely defined.
It is. But also because chickens are not protected under the federal...
The
federal animal welfare. They're not protected under them. They're protected under a different society, or I forget the name of it. But they only care if the chickens are getting their basic needs, essentially. The overseers of who takes care of the chickens to make sure they're being, raised responsibly and ethically taken care of. They supposedly make inspections on these farms on a regular basis,
but they're not third-party inspections. They're their own inspectors.
They're their own inspectors on all of these. It's all it's all a fucking sham, essentially. You know what I mean? Which so is sad. Fucking wild.
Yeah.
And even local farmers have to fucking buy into this shit.
Yeah.
They have to
have to play the same game. They
have to buy into it because they also have to use their land, and they can't rely on themselves or locals to keep up with what the local demand would be,
right?
Per se, right? So they also have to buy in to get some chickens from them, or some of those local farms even have commercial farms or chickens on their own property.
Right.
And they get kickbacks for it or whatever. But or they work at some of these freaking commercial farms and plants.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Wild,
it's
dude.
So crazy. It's a whole fucking twisted rabbit hole.
The fact that we have started to selectively breed these chickens, when you think of the chicken meat that you eat and you think of a picture of a chicken in your mind, it's that big white chicken with the red on its face and stuff like that. Those chickens are being engineered at this point.
Yes.
Because they're being selected for the ones that give you the most amount of meat in the least amount of time.
Yes. And they're being overfed, overproduced, to grow quickly, fast and so forth. Like to the point, guys, that like, I know it's just like a chicken, but like to me, it's still really sad. Like in the videos that they were showing, the clips, like some of these chickens get so big so quick, they can't even stand up to support their own weight. And they're just sitting there.
Right.
And the way that they dispose of like not good chickens is not fucking cool. Like the baby chicken, like regardless of age, like if they dispose of a not good one, like it's not a very humane way in what the clips that they showed, you know?
Yeah.
Like they just had that open cooler of
deceased chicken.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they were like babies and it just like, and other stuff that I was reading.
I
just
appreciate that they're, that they are being cold, because otherwise, you know, whatever was wrong with that chicken would end up in our food.
Yeah, no, totally. Like I get that. Like I don't want like, but like there's a way to like,
is there?
To get to unalive an animal in an ethical way.
Okay.
There are laws for that.
But not for chickens.
There are. Well, not for chickens, I don't think, actually. No, only like other like livestock animals and farm animals, you know?
Right.
There's actually like, there's like nonprofits out there like for chickens.
I can imagine.
You know, like, because it is such a problem. And it's not just like in the US. This is like a global issue. Like even in the UK.
Yeah.
They were talking about it. Like they're overproducing so much chicken on their farm that like they're losing soil on their farms. Like that guy from in the UK was saying, like, we're not going to have soil left to like farm things.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy.
Yeah,
like what is going to happen at that point?
Right.
You know? And like, I don't know. All of it is just fucking nuts, dude. Like it's so scammy when you like people dissect it. And the fact that like Tyson, when this guy, also his name is Mo Gilligan, the comedian.
Thank you.
He tried to reach out to Tyson for an interview, like for his documentary, and they shut him down,
They
declined
were like, hard
it.
pass, no thank you.
And every chicken franchise company that he tried to reach out to
was like, hard pass, no thank you.
Yeah, they said fuck no.
Yeah, I'm not telling you my secrets.
Which tells me something like is off with that. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I'm sure they're doing something that's a little shady.
Yeah. Even on my, like, no one wants to talk about how the chickens are kept in big red writing.
Right.
No one wants to talk about it, you know, which is wild to me because like I feel like that information should be like public information. We are the ones consuming all of this food.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand why everything has to be fucking scammy and, you know, all about money or all about this or that, or let's make this faster, cheaper this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just like this mass production. Like, I understand there's a lot of freaking people, but like, there just has to be a better way.
I agree.
I don't know what that way is.
Nope.
But I feel like there has to be a better way for all of this to like function.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I agree with you completely. And unfortunately, like, who's going to pay for it to happen that way? We will.
Yeah.
I mean, instead of a $5 chicken sandwich, it's a $12 chicken sandwich because that chicken was humanely raised and processed.
But you know what? Like, I would rather pay. Like, I mean, if you think about it, the $1 chicken sandwich is not a thing really anymore.
Oh, yeah, no, the dollar menu has been dead for years.
You know what I mean? So we're already paying $17 for a Big Mac fucking meal at McDonald's.
But
you
it's
know
hard
what I mean?
to think that other people will be like, yeah, okay, now that we're going to ethically raise these chickens, I'm going to pay more money. A lot of people are like, no, let's go back to just doing it the way that it was because this is all I can afford. Because chicken is one of the cheapest proteins. If you take chicken out of the market of the cheapest proteins, what's going to replace it? I mean, it's great that you and I can afford groceries within reason, but like there's a lot of people, like they're talking in the food deserts where it's nothing but fast food, and that's what those people are surviving on. Yeah. Which is sad.
Super sad.
That part kind of messed me up.
Those businesses like prey on those the low income areas for that reason, because they know that they can offer cheap, shitty food. And these people, they'll pay for it because they can afford it.
They'll just keep them addicted to it because of the way that it's made.
Right.
Right.
Which is wild also.
Oh my gosh. This thing just like went into so many little details about kind of like the chicken industry and
Yeah,
didn't
they're
stay too
like-
long in one, but just like it gave you enough to get a little mad about it. So it was done. It was done right.
Yeah, well, they gave you enough information of pick your rabbit hole you want to go down.
Yeah,
after
right. There was
this,
a bunch. Like
after
I
this
have
show.
like so many little just to jump around. So the people who are living in the poverty lines
Or yes, they would have a hard time, but
are
like
having a hard time acquiring ethically sourced chicken. So they are not able. They're only left with what we give them, which is nothing but cheap, fast, shitty junk.
chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Living
But
in
why,
their little food deserts
like,
with no grocery stores
why-
around?
Why can't good fucking food just be available for everybody? Like, why does it have to be a segregation?
Because that
you know
would
what I
make
mean?
us money.
These people and these businesses will still make money. Like, people will still buy the shitty ass food regardless if it's the only thing you have to offer in your neighborhood or not. Like, and that person also has the chance to buy free range, healthy raised, ethically raised chickens.
Right.
They're still going to buy shitty food too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and because that the fast food places also would be having good chicken.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, would their prices increase a little bit too? Yes, it would, but they would still have to find the medium to make it somewhat affordable for those areas that they choose to put the businesses in.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I just like, why does food have to be such a fucking issue for people in general to have? Like, why does good food have to be an issue?
Food is
Like,
food is life, man.
This shit
I mean,
pisses me off so much.
you don't like
I don't.
you don't like the state that our food world is in.
I don't.
Food is really important to people. I
It
mean,
is.
food is pleasure for a lot of people.
It
and
is.
It gets to the point to where food becomes a personality, an addiction. I mean, there's tons and tons of like the
Psychology
of
facts
like
that they said in
food
there.
videos that people watch on TV.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm guilty of it. I love watching people eat an excessive amount of food in a short amount of time. That stuff's so much fun.
It's pretty amazing.
Or watching people eat food around the world. Like we are, I mean, honestly, we need food to survive. So
Right.
food is
I
like
wish we didn't, but we do.
I feel it's like it's a manipulation tool.
Yeah.
So we're going to give people this crap over here, but these people over here who live in like these nicer neighborhoods have grocery stores like Erewhon and Whole Foods and all these like luxury stores where they can afford these.
But like, has
premium
anybody
chickens.
ever put a Whole Foods in a low income neighborhood to
Why
see
would you do that?
to see what the fuck happens? Why not do that? Why
Because
not try to encourage that? Why not give them the opportunity
that
to
Whole
shop
Foods
there?
would go out of business, babe, because nobody has the money to pay Whole Foods prices in that neighborhood.
But there are people that live in those lower income neighborhoods that would probably appreciate it. I think that it would be a good experiment. They have enough fucking money. They can experiment with one store. Like, come on.
They can have like a trial city.
They don't know that because no one's ever done it. They just assume that people in low income neighborhoods are going to eat cheap, shitty foods. That's all that they give them the option for. They don't even give them normal fucking grocery stores. You know what I mean?
Right.
Why not
They have Dollar Generals.
give them the option, put a couple of nicer things in there for them to have that option and see. Maybe they'll make better choices for themselves and their families because it's fucking closer to them.
Right.
They don't have to drive 30 minutes with their kids or whatever to go to a nice grocery store. It's right there. Like no
Right,
one
you're
ever
making
gives
it
them the fucking
convenient.
opportunity. They just
Right.
make the assumption that they can't afford it.
Right.
No, that's not for them. That's
No,
only,
no, no.
no. You
They're
know what I
over
mean?
there. They
And
can't
it
have
shouldn't
that.
fucking be like that. Like
Oh,
it
but it
shouldn't
so
be like
is.
that. I know, and it
sucks.
sucks hardcore. It sucks because then the lower income neighborhoods, it lowers like their self-worth. Like they then begin to think that they deserve nothing more than
And then
or
they
nothing
also have
better.
more health issues.
Yes,
and
from the shitty food
suffer
and
from all of that repercussion.
so much. And it's just like, it doesn't seem fair. It doesn't seem right.
No.
You know what I
Like
mean?
I said, it's a manipulation tool, right? So it's
100%.
like they're just trying to keep like these people over here, these people over here, these people over here.
But like, what the fuck? Why?
Why not?
There's no fucking reason for that.
No.
There's no reason for
Just
that.
So that these people can have power and these people can't.
Well, fuck the people with power.
You heard it here.
Like, seriously though, like, you know, like there just has to be a point where like, okay, enough is enough.
Right.
Like, draw the line somewhere. Let's create, like, the power people are complaining that the low income people don't do enough for the country. Okay, well, maybe give them different opportunities and things that they can do better things with.
Better paying jobs, or
you know what I mean? And not just low income. I'm saying like everybody, you know, deserves the opportunity to have a fucking Whole Foods in their neighborhood if they want to go shop there.
Right.
Whole Foods makes enough money that they can have a couple stores in lower income, you know, and have lower sales on those stores. Right, who knows? Right. Maybe in 3 to 5 years, that store might increase. You know what I mean? Because people are like, oh, this is fucking cool. They start changing their lifestyles, you know. Then everything in those lower income neighborhoods starts to come up because everybody's, you know, doing better.
That is a very
idyllic
vision of the world, my dear.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, geez, man. I know that I'm not the only one that thinks that, you know, and I know that I'm not the only one that's like pissed off about the food. Right. You know, like we've talked about it so much.
We have.
And like,
I like doing these because of your passion about food.
Trevor's like, you need to start a TikTok strictly about food. And I was like, that's weird, but I've actually considered it. Just going on my stupid rants. But also like finding factual information, right, you know, to back it up with or whatever. But getting back to this show, they do prey on, you know, a lot of the lower incomes. I mean,
everything we just talked about was brought up in the show.
It's just crazy and ridiculous and sad, and there's got to be a better way.
So what was the most disturbing thing about this documentary to you?
Didn't I not just say? Okay, I'm just kidding.
There it is.
All of it.
I hate it all. Do you feel guilty now for eating chicken?
No, I don't feel guilty for eating chicken.
Are you going to continue to eat chicken?
I will continue eating chicken. However, I do and will be making different choices on where I buy my chicken and red meat from. Because I know I've looked it up before. Yeah. You know, in Colorado, there are local farmers, you know, that aren't commercializing their animals.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I would much rather pay a little bit more. And a little bit more, I mean like a couple dollars more.
Right.
If not the same amount as what I'm paying in the store for questionable meat.
For, just infused, crazy processed meat.
Yeah. And I'm just so over, because, you know, this might sound fucking weird, but like I said it upstairs. Like, I don't remember food being this way when I was a kid. And growing up. I don't remember food tasting. Like, I eat things now sometimes and I'm like, what is this?
They changed the recipe.
You know? I'm like, I don't remember this tasting this way. You know? And
they're just trying to do everything faster and cheaper. Like, they're trying to outsource ingredients that are like less cost effective. No, well, because they're trying to make money.
But I want to know.
The whole game is money.
Okay. Here's an interesting question. I want to know, like, out of all of the grocery stores that purchase all of this over consuming products that we buy, how much of that from the stores gets wasted from expirations and just gets discarded? I want to know what like that adds
According
up
to some of your recent posts in Hamburger World, none. They just keep serving it to us.
They're like, let's rinse this off and add some more red dye to it.
Paint it red again. It'll be fine.
And repackage it and it's good to go.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't know. That's a good metric to try. And
I am probably going to look that up.
Because I'm sure there's waste.
There has to be. There's no way. Bro, every time I go to the grocery store, the fucking cereal aisle is fully stocked. You know, like most of the time, the shelves are usually pretty well stocked. There's no way that everyone's buying all of that within the course of a week.
Well, right, because you also think about like
without restocking.
So you think about the neighborhoods that you're in. So you've got your neighborhood, that King Soopers there, And then just like 2-3 miles down the road, you have that King Soopers over there. And then just a little bit that way, you have that King Soopers over there. So how in this trifecta of King Soopers feeding all these neighborhoods, right? There's no way they're pulling their chicken stock to zero every week or whatever time scale.
That's what I'm saying.
They run on.
Yeah.
Right?
Or any.
To whereas if there was like
stock.
one less King Soopers and it was just a duo, not a trio, yeah,
Right.
you could probably run it out of stock.
Right.
Because you're feeding these two burrows.
Yeah, but there's no way my King Soopers right here runs out of like their complete stock of whatever meat it is in a week time span or however long they like purchase ahead of time for. I'm sure they try
to like manage their numbers by like how many chickens they sold this month versus how many chickens they want to buy for next month sort of thing.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm sure they try and keep the stock numbers consistent so that way they don't run out and they try and waste as little as possible because that's what's most cost effective for them, right?
True.
But it's a hard balance to have, especially when you run into seasons like if there's like holidays coming up or if there's storms coming, people get weird and then start
pandemics.
I remember when there was that, and it's like that also creates more of a demand for product.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Shit pisses me off.
It does.
Are you going to continue to eat chicken?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of, I hate to say I'm unfazed by this, but it's just the way that it is.
Yeah, I mean, it totally is. And, every individual can make a choice if they want to.
And the fact that you're trying to source your meat from a local farmer and a butcher, and you're putting back into the system in which you live in.
Yes.
And that's admirable.
And then you're also
making the choice to not buy into big chicken.
Right. Well, because I don't, like I said, the food, like, I don't know if it's just me lately, but like, I've been going to the store and I'm like, this produce looks like shit. I'm like, are these fucking berries gonna make me shit everywhere? Like, I don't know if I should buy this lettuce. Like, I don't know what I can eat anymore.
Right.
Because everything is a recall or it's gonna give you the shits or they don't know about this or, you know what I mean? Like,
it's contaminated with something.
Yeah.
Like, remember the mad cow disease thing when we were little?
Yeah. Yes. And like, it's just very like disappointing. Because I want
to inhumanely sourced.
Yeah, like I want to try to enjoy food, and like when I eat food and I'm like, this kind of tastes like shit, or I'm cutting up chicken. I'm like, this chicken looks weird as fuck. I'm like, maybe probably shouldn't be eating this one. Like I shouldn't be having those thoughts when I'm preparing my fucking food.
Yeah, no.
Like it just shouldn't be a thing. So, anyways, I'm done with that, with my rants.
And on that note, folks, like and subscribe.
We'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.
Comment below. Share your thoughts on fried chicken. What are you guys feeling? Have you watched it?
What's your recipe?
Let us know.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week. Bye.
See you next week.